Hello YouTube, Ronan Kazi, screwing up the beginning as usual. There we go. It's Sunday! Yesterday I had the privilege, after what I did I can wait. Yesterday I had the privilege to finally get to play with SuperSlankyLanky and Grin. I played with Grin before, oh gosh. And the audio is going to be sped up, which is super fantastic. So, Grin and I had been roaming around, just kibitzing in the Destiny 2. She put out a video yesterday. It's a really good video. If you have ever experienced any type of shittiness in multiplayer games, RPGs, she has a good video on it. And I'm just going to leave it at that. It says enough. I don't need to add anything. Why don't I shut up now? Stop talking. Quit adding things. I went the wrong way here. So, SuperSlanky, he doesn't like the voice over IP. So when you hear that, like he's cutting in from like a helicopter or, you know, a skateboard park where he's at or something cool that he does in his real life, that's him. But it was wonderful to play with him. Okay, so as you know, I'm shitty at jumping puzzles. Oh, this isn't that part yet. Oh, maybe it is. Hold on. Okay, so I've done this before with Sloth and Ultimate, and it was embarrassing, and I'm like, I'm not going to be embarrassed anymore. I'm a big boy. I don't need pull-ups. I can do it all myself. And I've waited for this moment my whole life, and I go, no, I'm not a big boy. I need pull-ups. So I'm going to tell stories because I proceed to do this for like 20 minutes. So you get to see Grin, and they res me. And Grin is already, we don't play together. I can't see her, but I already gave her the evil eye at one of these things. She goes, why don't you just change your jump? And so I gave her the evil eye over the internet. Yes, if I could change this, I would. I don't do this on purpose. Then I try to hit people. It's just horrible. I can't get up here. I go, okay, maybe I got to do something. I go with the bow. I'm a mess. Anyways, SuperSlanky was a commenter, plays on the Division 2. I really like his, I guess what I like, all right, top 5 reasons I like people. Their sense of humor. I like SuperSlanky's sense of humor. It's fantastic. I like Sloth's sense of humor. And those are completely different senses of humor. I like Ultimate number 2, so I like sense of humor. Number 2, and I'm doing this backwards too. I'm sorry. Should have went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Number 5, things I like about people internet. They comment or like my videos. That's a little self-serving, but it's true. I'm trying to be honest. Keeping it real. Keeping it 100. Number 5, people like my videos. Number 4, people that are smarter than me. I really enjoy people that are smarter than me. And I'm not just saying like trivia stuff like, you know, in 1492 Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's just memory. That's not smart. Sometimes I think we confuse intelligence for memory, and it's not intelligence. I would say intelligence is being able to synthesize. You're given a bunch of facts, you can synthesize an outcome or solving a problem. So, number 5 was people that like my videos. Number 4, people who are intelligent. Shit, it's going to be hard. Number 3, I guess people that can kind of see past my bullshit and kind of, you know, I'm a really shy person, so it's hard for me to take compliments. Like a lot of people, it's hard to take compliments, but that people can kind of see what I'm trying to say and understand what I'm saying. That's not really saying intelligence, but they can be empathetic to my position. I think I gave you number 1 already, but I'm going to get a number 2. Number 2 reason I like people, they're helpful, right? I appreciate people that are helpful. And I'll give you an example. Sloth Mood had a video where he explains in Gambit, you know, what are good Gambit things and what are bad Gambit things. Now, he's never shared that with me, and I think every Gambit we've lost that we've played with. Now, he's won Gambits suspiciously when I'm not in them. So, he's fantastic. He does a video, and he's very nice about it. He explains how things are good. This is good when you do this, and this is bad when you do these other things. And so it wasn't pointed at me at all, but I got the message. That the EQ, the emotional quotient, like IQ, the EQ on that is just fucking off the charts. So thank you, Sloth, for not pointing out. I have thick enough skin at this point that I wouldn't have got, you know, sad or mad or anything. Look, I'm going to jump off here because I think this is the way to go because I can't look up because that's how stupid I am. And I'm going to do it anyways. Look at me. I won't look up. Nope. Not going to look up. Hi! Dead. And number one. I forgot what number one was. Anyways, there's my list of why I like people. So Super Slanky has been a commenter for a long time. And so I've wanted to play crossplay. And I almost will start basing my... No! I almost will start basing my game purchases by if I can crossplay with, because I have all these friends that are... I'd like to consider them friends. We haven't done a lot of stuff, but we're going to try to do stuff. I want to play with these people. They're funny. They're fun. They're all better than me. They help carry me. Thank you, everybody. So that part's been really good. I wouldn't even know how to do this if it wasn't for Sloth and Ultimate carrying me through this. So thanks to those two, thanks to Super Slanky, and thanks to Grenade, who I used to call Grin because I couldn't figure out her name. Because it said Grin and then Aid after it, and then like I'm so old that I went, Grin, Aid. So we're doing the final mission of Grin's Neptune series. And this is a great battle. It's non-stop. It's not too hard. It's just the right amount. I have my stasis bow. I have Risk Runner is my other go-to weapon now. I don't know how to get it to proc, but when it does, it just kills everything with electricity, which I think is great. And I probably, if I did something, it would be even better, but I don't know how to do that, and I'm going to get to that. One of my premise in all of these games that I'm starting to realize, and this started with the Division 2, is that it doesn't matter. I can't tell you sometimes the tangible difference between... I can see it in other people's. In Ultimate Shield, he drops so many orbs, it's not even funny. Like, it's embarrassing. And I think because he's younger, he's better. And Sloth's younger, he's better. And Super Slanky. It sounds like I'm making an excuse. It's a joy to finally meet these people and play a game with them. I can't tell you how much joy that is. If you're thinking about doing videos and doing anything, and you're in something where you can actually interact with the people that consume some of your creativity, it is a very joyous thing. Plus, they don't yell at me for my stupid sword play. So in this part, Super Slanky can't hear me, but he's jumping around like a 20-year-old. Like when I watch my kids play, they're always in there. He is nonstop. Death from above. That's what I would nickname. His name is Vanilla in this. I'm going to say Vanilla Ice, but it's not Vanilla Ice. Great game player. Grin is great game player. Just wonderful set of people that I was lucky enough to meet. And I guess, what if I would have met him earlier in my life? Maybe I wasn't accepting of it. Maybe I would have been one of those douche kits. When I was listening to Grin say her thing. There's times at work where I wanted perfection from people. Now I'm going to hide behind, this is an excuse, I'm going to hide behind, well, people's lives were at risk sometimes. And yeah. That's why you train to do all that stuff. But I really wanted the best out of the people that worked for me. And a lot of times, and I wanted out of myself. And there's been times where people have called me up later and said, this is cringy, but hey, I'm glad you yelled at me and were always on me, because no one, what I realized is no one cared about me that much to even tell me I was doing things right or wrong. But you always want to do better. Now, I appreciate that, but I wish I could have been a better leader when I was younger to not have that other component in there. And the guy I admired most that I modeled myself after was a bosun mate passed away, unfortunately, Sean Kurgan. And that's the part that I took from that. And I didn't, in the military, sometimes they don't foster the softer side of you, and at that, I was young, impressionable, and I was trying to be hard as nails. And really, as a man, that's something that you deal with your whole life. This is not excuse. I'm not whining. I'm not saying, but, you go through this whole thing to be tough. And then when you have a family or you love someone, you be soft. There's this duality of nature. I've talked to you before about nature's not black and white, and I really don't think it's black and white, and there's a continuum, but there's got to be a balance and a harmony. I mean, this is a holiday for some people. I was raised Catholic. I was an altar boy, but when I got in college, I followed Buddhism, Zen Buddhism, and I really liked that. I don't think you can ever get rid of the things that were imparted in you, because so that I won't ever forget going to Mass or serving at a Mass or any of the Catholic stuff or the Catholic holidays. I don't forget that, but as an adult, I can choose what I'm going to do with that. Just heard about Maryland was like the epicenter of horrible priest abuse, right? So it's not, if you don't like organized religions, I don't blame you sometimes, because people do things a lot, and I'm not going to get into that. It's a whole nother moral kind of conundrum. Just talked about AI recently. I want to hit back on that. I'm going to be strong on that because that's in the news. I kind of offered a premise, but this is what I want you to think about. When you sit down and read a whole article on the internet or in a newspaper or something, the reading skill, okay, time out before I get into AI. So the last time I did this mission, I went up and I'm walking around and I don't know where to go. So I come back and try to get SuperSlanky, and I slow it down. So you're going to hear grinning. I'm going to shut up.
There's a chest up here, guys.
Hopefully that's not. Oh, that's me breathing her. Oh, and I forgot the chest because I'm an idiot. Then I go back up. Then SuperSlanky says,
Okay.
Well, hopefully it should go to your mailbox.
he says you can just get it.
It should go to your
Yeah, thank you, Super.
mailbox.
Now look at me being smart. I go all the way down there. I hit my jump, and not like a pro. Now, and then I'm like, because I'm always the slowest person, so I'm running. Grin says, let's use the stairs. No, Grin. But I died so long, so why am I complaining? They had to wait for me. So I run back. This is the two-faced part of me. Sorry, Internet, for being a scumbag. Don't go on the stairs. And then look at SuperSlanky gets me back too. He's on the stairs too. They're both on the stairs.
Shock absorbers would be really helpful.
Yes, jumping off would be helpful too. Grin. But they had to wait for me. So look how easy it is to flip that around. I didn't mind when they had to wait for me and SuperSlanky was tanking the boss all by himself. And if I could shoot them with the arrow right now. And team kill them by accident, of course. And I would res him. So I appreciated that. And I just wanted to point out that I'm a scumbag. Okay, now to the boss fight. Sped it back up. So the first time I did this with Ultimate and Sloth, I went over here and I finally start going over here. My build's big enough now where I can just be by myself and it's okay. But those guys probably carried me, you know, when I'm thinking back to it. So I am doing this. We're doing pretty good. I think Super's carrying us at this point. When I look at the stats, he's killing everything. These young people and all, they're killing faster than us old folks. I don't know how old Bryn is. She's probably younger than me, so. And it doesn't matter. Age is just a number. Ambrosia. So this is going good. Sloth had a video where he fought from underneath the stairs, which was great. And I agree, if you're soloed, man, I don't even know how you would do this solo. I'm sure it's scaled a little bit, but...
Well, that didn't work for me. Don't do what I say.
So the other thing that's going to happen, and I apologize, internet and YouTube, your boy is going to be a little bit of a douchebag, so I apologize. Number one, I've told you I hate people that loot while the battle's still going on. Yet I constantly loot while the battle's going on. Sorry, internet, for my hypocrisy. And then number two is I haven't done shit all match. And being a glory hound, what happens here is going to be unfortunate. And I apologize. And I think I have a marker on it, so we got a while. I want to thank you for subscribing, sharing, commenting, liking. It really helps. I like doing the videos. I appreciate everyone that liked the shorts. I'm trying to do something at lunch every day, just a little short. Sometimes at lunch you have, you know, you got like an hour or a half hour to kill and you just want something maybe to think about, take your mind off work. I'm shitting bricks right here because I'm like, how am I going to, this guy normally owns me. So I run a little bit. And look how scared I am. But I have Strand, I Spider-Man over to here, and go from in the fire into the frying pan. And that's Grin. And then like an asshole, I keep saying, yeah, don't let him grab you. And she's like, you can... Oh, gosh. So talking about AI for a second. Part of this, you know, that it writes stories and all that kind of stuff. Writing is so bad anyways. Not everyone can write. And so that a computer can take all the sources on the internet and then plagiarize them into what that, how is that an effing thing? It's not a thing. And so I want you to think about what is the creativity it's doing. The creativity it's doing is taking what's already done and then just puts that and just mixes things faster. Can a computer mix things faster than a human? Absolutely. It can't help edit my videos, even though I use the same titling every time, even I use all that. Someone might say, oh, put in your favorites. It should know. So don't tell me that it writes stuff. I think that's partly we have poor reading skills at this point. Anyways, and I'll give you more examples as I go on where I'm down on AI. And what I'd say with you in today's... Okay, I'm going to stop. Okay, here it comes. All right, so I see that the boss is going down. And look at, this is me. I'm going to kill the boss. And I'm going to melee him to death. Because that's what? So, not only do I not kill the boss, not only do I not know the fight, this is the chain that starts the end.
Yeah, he knocked me right off the ledge.
Yep. And why don't I heal myself when I do something, then I run away, and then I'm going to just get smoked.
Yeah, he knocked me right off the ledge.
And look at that.
No worries.
I'm in such an asshole. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, Grin. Sorry, Super. That's the first time Super met me. So now I'm like Goose. I'm like Maverick in the first Top Gun. I'm not going to leave my wingman. So I'm going to stay right here with them. And it ends up we kick their ass by doing that. There's a certain point that it forces you into the middle. But
Oh, okay, so don't let them grab you. Alright.
I'm going to stay with my wingmen now. And it's much more effective.
Oh, okay, so don't let them grab you.
And now we're teasing Grin about don't let them grab you. And like, that's one of my favorite types of joke. Just keep saying the same thing, giving people the lead when they don't know it. Like if I was smart, I'd be giving them the lead right now, but I'm not the lead. And we're going to smoke that mini boss that comes in here. So, yeah, the AI stuff is interesting that it's so much in the news and that, you know, the big hype is it can write papers for high schoolers. Or in marketing, you might want to, you know, if you think sales is soul crushing now and marketing soul crushing with, you know, thinking of the right things to say, wait till the computer does it. You want some heartless sales? There you go. Because all it's ever going to do is copy. And I'm not saying copies aren't valid, but is copying something and just iterating it, is that intelligence? It's not in school because it's called plagiarism in school. But Ronan, maybe we should allow all that. Yeah, you can. That's why they have patents. That's why they have all that stuff, is you have some type of intellectual property. And what makes you unique is, hitting the mic. What makes you unique is the you in the equation. Could a robot say what SuperSlanky does? Yes. But how random is a bacon and pepper jack sandwich? Now maybe SuperSlanky is an AI robot that had a cool last name that then is Vanilla Ice in this other world. Let me see what his name is really. Is it Vanilla Extract? That'd be great if it was Vanilla Extract. I apologize, Super. But that's the difference. Okay, so now we broke him down to that part. We're going to get sucked in there. Now we're getting in the final part.
Oh, that hurt.
So we almost lose it. Ronan. Oh. These fucking jumping puzzles. Thank you, sir.
Oh, he knocked me off the edge.
So what makes you unique is your uniqueness. And that randomness. And this is an ongoing thing I'm researching the outside of here is a question about free will. Do we have free will? Or is it determined? And the deterministic argument is so stupid, I think, that it's embarrassing. But that's for a whole nother series. I'm going to be on the AI bit for a while. And I'm going to go over why this has been a thing. In 1980s, there was a book called Fifth Generation. It was about Japanese computers, and they were going to do AI computers. And where are they? That was, 40 years ago? 45 years ago. So, thanks for watching, subscribing. Thank you, Super. Thank you, Grin. Awesome playing with you.
We both died before you.
Thank you, YouTube. Have a good holiday. Bye.